So welcome back again, and welcome if it's your first time. So somebody is feeling sad about what people are saying about them. Some people might think all kinds of hideous things about you. I mean, things that are really not true, and you know that it's not true. You know that. They can think that you're stupid, that you are naive, that you were foolish, that you didn't know nothing, that you were so weak, that you will lose, that you had no mind of your own. I mean, they might want to think of all the lowly things that might be about you. In which case, anyone who is thinking anything about anyone which isn't really there, which is not true, it just means that they thought that about themselves. That is why they expect that to be also in someone else. And they so badly want you to be just like them so that they would not feel alone with their hideous thoughts. That's a confirmation. I mean, so that they could comfort themselves for how horrible they felt about themselves. And that is all that it is. Let me take myself for example. And this is going to be a bit some horrific kind of a thing, and it did some trauma to me. For example, there was this old landlord's nephew whom I had never seen before till he came to my door to ask for the rent, which I was late in paying because I hadn't received my money. And to make things worse, I thought I was good with his mother, so I got double shock, especially when he had come with his mother, and as he harassed me, she was supporting him. First, without notice, they start throwing stones onto my window pane as if there was no doorbell, and he kept swearing and calling names outside, names I had never been addressed with. And I was shocked but calm and perplexed. In my father's house, it was forbidden to swear in the house. So it shocked me. Then they come to the door and he is kicking and punching the door as well as ringing the doorbell like crazy and still swearing and calling names. So you can imagine the terror in all the noise that is coming. The amazing thing was that none of the neighbors even decided to come and see what was happening, and they knew who I was and how I lived, but I had no idea that rumors had been spread around by these people to make themselves justified for their actions. And nobody came despite all the noises that were going around. Anyway, it was horrible, and it ended when I opened the door without thinking that I might even get hurt. At that moment, all I felt was just anger at his attitude, and I wanted to give him a piece of my mind. It was of no avail because he was gaslighting to get a reaction so that he could be justified, and I just stared at him when I saw he was not listening at anything I was saying. He truly believed that he was dealing with someone with no ethics because of lies they had made themselves believe in. When he stopped talking because I wasn't reacting, I just asked, "Are you finished? Okay, tomorrow you get your money," I said. And then he started again. He got angry, and I slammed the door in his face and locked the door. And they went away after he banged some more. And I was left there shaken and just having a smirk on my face because I still couldn't believe what happened. That was the first time I realized that such people were not only on TV. My dad had always introduced us to the right people, and such had never been in any of my associates. And they still harassed me later on with messages even when I paid the rent. Later on, when I had long moved out, they were caught for fraud, and it became a police crime case. Don't know what happened to them. I totally disconnected. But God is great, and he paid for me. He took my revenge. May God never make anyone have that kind of an experience which happened to me. I could have got hurt if I had reacted aggressively, just like how he was doing. So just let them talk the BS about it over. They just don't know that they were revealing to the public exactly what they really are. They will be caught just like how this landlord's nephew got caught. And the whole family ended up being like fraudsters. They kept cheating people. And I didn't know that because they were introduced to me by my elder sister, and my elder sister was not there, was living alone. So you know who you are, you know what you are, you know what your potential is. Nobody has to tell you nothing to make you know who or how you are. You are so far ahead of so many, you don't need to fly back to all that BS again. That chapter is closed and you have more important things to do other than just listen to some mean people who have no idea about what they want or need or where they are supposed to go. You have no time for that. You already left that behind you, and you are on a path that only allows like-minded people like you to be in. Like-minded people who also say no to any kind of BS. I mean, like-minded people who only choose the best for themselves, who know that they will not settle for anything less other than the best for themselves, and that they know that the best is all that they deserve. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little worked up over this because it just brought that memory back to me, and I just can't stand such kind of people. Lame people. God did not create you to waste your time on earth to fool around with any other wasting activity, and you will be held accountable for each and every second that you spent on earth, as long as you kept breathing and walking on earth. So what will you answer if you were asked? You knew that dealing with the paid minions and their antics was wastage of time. Why did you indulge in that when you could have moved on to better blessings and beneficial activities that serve mankind and yourself in the best way? What really would be a beneficial answer to all that drama? None. None at all. There is no excuse whatsoever to give credit to indulging with dramas that are not good for you and are a wastage of time. So just let them speak, and the empty tin always makes the highest pitch. What can you say for that? Let them speak, you're better off far away from such antics. If you indulge, you won't be any different from them, and then you will have wasted all the efforts you had achieved to this day. Just know whatever you do, no matter how small it is important, and you need to be mindful to know to whom you are going to give privilege to your time. Your time is important. Let's all be mindful. And with that, I hope that helps. Until next time. If I've hurt anyone's feelings, I'm really sorry about that, but I just had to say what is needed to be said, and unfortunately, unapologetically, me is all that I can give to you. So till next time, be safe, be mindful, with much love. Take care, and God bless.